I never wanted to have to make this video. I'm really sad. And it's really hard. But that's why I'm making it. Because it's important. And I'm gonna be okay. And whoever's going through a breakup right now, while being sober, you're gonna be okay too. And we got this. We can do it. I promise. Hello, sober warriors. So, as you can see from that intro little clip, take my glasses off. I was pretty upset that I made that intro like a day after me and my ex-boyfriend broke up. So I was very upset, and I knew even then that I was going to be making this video, and I wanted to wait until I was in a better headspace, and I am now. And it's only been a little over a week since we broke up, and I feel so much better already. And I think the main reason is because I guess I'm lucky in a sense, because I saw the relationship going downhill and I saw that it was probably going to end, so I kind of already mentally prepared myself in a lot of ways. But yeah, that's why I'm doing a lot better already. And I wanted to make this video about how to get over a breakup while sober and not relapse, which I haven't, and I'm almost 16 months sober now. So yeah, 16 months. I'm very happy, and I know that there's people out there who could probably benefit from a video like this, so that's why I am making this video. Okay, so the first step that I wrote down is to let yourself grieve and feel your emotions, and I think this is really important. If this gets triggering, which it probably will, then play the tape for yourself and kind of think about what's gonna happen if you do drink, what's gonna happen if you do drugs and you relapse. Like, play the tape and think about how that will affect you and what will happen and what you'll gain from it and what you'll lose from it. And chances are you'll realize, oh, like, nothing good will come of this. So for the first day, let yourself feel miserable and heartbroken, because it's important to feel your feelings. If you can, take the day off work or school or whatever obligations you have. Take the day off. I don't care what kind of excuse you have to make that happen, but make that happen. Right now, I guess in some ways I'm lucky, but in some ways I'm very unlucky, because I am recovering from surgery, so I'm on crutches, so I'm not working right now. So I didn't have to call in and take the day off work because I'm not working right now. But it's also unlucky because I'm sitting with my feelings all the time. So eat ice cream. Duh. Eat junk food. Eat your favorite foods. If you need to smoke a cigarette, smoke a cigarette. At least you're not drinking, and even my counselor will tell me to do that. Sleep. Sleep is awesome. If you can get to sleep, then sleep. Let yourself sleep for hours and hours and hours, and it's a great distraction. It's not an unhealthy coping mechanism unless you do it, like, unless you're in bed for a month, then that's probably unhealthy. But sleep. Scream into a pillow. Listen to sad love songs if it's not too triggering, which sometimes that can be very triggering, so be careful. Let yourself at least have the day to experience this loss. Don't bottle it up, because then you'll end up reaching for a bottle later. See what I did there? It's important not to bottle up your emotions. In general, even if you're not sober. Yeah, just let yourself feel upset and don't judge yourself for feeling heartbroken and upset. Even if you were the one that did the dumping, you're still entitled to feel a loss. Step number 2, reach out to friends and family. I think this is important to do after you've kind of let yourself have the day to feel like complete shit and like wallow in your self-pity and curl up in the fetal position. After you've done all that, then reach out to friends and family and let them help you. My friend Jasmine came by and brought me some stuff to distract me, and also since I'm recovering from surgery, and she brought me puzzles, and she brought me books and some arts and crafts stuff to do, and it was really nice. And then my best friend in the whole world came over and had a sleepover with me and brought me Starbucks and was there for me and listened to me and validated my emotions. And if you need a hug, ask for a hug. Like, don't be scared to ask for a hug or ask to cuddle. I feel like this is different for guys because guys have been brought up to be macho and tough, and you know, they don't need physical love or they don't need anyone, they got this, and that is so toxic. So if you're a man and you're going through a breakup, please ask for a hug from a friend, even if it doesn't feel normal to you. Just do it. It's okay. Feel your emotions. You are entitled to your emotions as well. You don't have to live in this macho box that is just society's bullshit. Step number 3, this is a great step. Write down all the person's bad qualities, and I mean everything. Every time they've disappointed you, every time they hurt your feelings, every habit that they had that was horrible, and every detail that you can think of, write it all down. So far I have 65 bad qualities and bad experiences of my ex-boyfriend. I wrote it all down, and whenever I miss him or I think, oh, I wish things would have worked out, I read that list and I think to myself, why the hell would I want to be with someone that exhibited all of these issues? And when I read that list, I see, like, we're not compatible at all. He is at a very different stage of his life than I am, and I deserve better. And just know that you deserve better. And after you write this list, do not send the list to your ex. Don't be malicious. This list isn't for them. It's not for revenge. It's not to make people feel bad. This list is for you to look at, to read, because I think we tend to dwell on all of the positive aspects of the person that we were with, and we think of, oh, like, remember that time that, like, they showed up to my house with flowers, and we don't think about how, remember that time they weren't there when I needed them, or, you know, we think of the good things. So writing down the bad things really helps. Step number 4, put all of his or her things in a box or a bag, and obviously offer to give it back to them. Or if they don't want it back, which my ex didn't want his stuff back, so okay, either throw it out or hide it from sight if you're not ready to throw it out. I'm not ready to throw out my ex's stuff, just because there's also a lot of valuable things that I feel like he will eventually want. So I don't want to make an impulsive decision and throw out stuff, because I'm not a malicious person. But also, I did put all of the things into a bag and under my bed, so I hid it from plain sight, so I'm not looking at it or crying about it. There is one item that I'm having a hard time kind of taking my advice on and putting it out of my sight, and that is this stuffed animal that he would sleep with, that he gave to me, and I gave him mine, and it's really nice to cuddle, and it's the perfect size for cuddling at night, so I need to get a replacement or a teddy bear or something to cuddle at night. Yeah, sometimes it can be hard to take your own advice, but try to put as much as possible underneath your bed, or throw it out, or burn it. I didn't say that. But obviously, like I said, give it back to them if they want their stuff back. Don't be an asshole. Step number 5, delete pictures, videos of them off of your social media. I actually have struggled to do this in past relationships, but this time around, this breakup, I had no problem deleting everything that I made with him. I think I got everything off of my social media. However, it's still on my phone, and that's the other part to this step is if you don't want to delete them completely, put it on a folder on your computer or on your hard drive or something. Don't look at it, just have it there. I have a whole folder on my laptop of ex-boyfriends, and I don't even look at it. It's just deleting it completely is a little intimidating and overwhelming to do. So don't worry if you can't do it, and don't be hard on yourself, because I can't even do that. So obviously, step 6, talk to a therapist or counselor. This is important regardless if you're going through a breakup. If you're just trying to get sober, I do recommend seeking out professional help. And I don't think AA is necessarily the way to go for everybody in the entire world. It certainly is not my only resource, or even a resource I really use. I would recommend talking to someone like a licensed therapist or a addictions counselor, a social worker, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, someone, a peer support group, something that it's better if it doesn't have a religious undertone like AA, because that really doesn't work for a lot of people. Just talk to someone if you can afford to do it, and if you live in a place where you're lucky enough that they offer free healthcare, then definitely get on that. Step number 7, which I kind of touched on briefly with the screaming into a pillow and stuff, practice lots of self-care. If you're a girl and you like doing your makeup, do your makeup. Doesn't mean that you are doing it because you feel like you need to put makeup on. Just do it because it's fun and you enjoy doing it, if you do. If you're a guy, maybe like shave or something. I don't know. I'm not a man, so I don't know what guys do for self-care. Have a bubble bath. I love bubble baths. It will make you feel so much better. Step number 8, get back to doing what makes you happy. Oftentimes we lose ourselves and our identities in relationships, and this is so true for everybody in the world, I think. When I was dating my ex, I wasn't writing as much, and I loved writing, whether it be poetry or short stories or just blogging and personal like diary entry type things. And also reading. I kind of put those things to the back burner because I was so focused on our relationship and doing things that he wanted to do and doing things that made him happy, and kind of putting all my effort into the relationship, which isn't really good because you should be putting effort into yourself too. But this kind of happens subconsciously in relationships sometimes. So congratulations, because you're single now, which means you can go back to doing the things that make you happy. And you don't have to worry about, oh, what if so-and-so doesn't like this, or oh, I have to do this and that. And it's just, you have freedom now. Do the things that give you true happiness and reconnect with yourself. Because the best and most important relationship you're ever going to have in your entire life is with that person that's in the mirror. You. As corny and cliche as it sounds. So remember that. Step number 9, don't rebound, because rebounding isn't going to it's not fair for you, it's not fair for the person that you're rebounding with, it's probably just going to make you feel like complete shit and make you miss your ex. But I think this is a gray area, because what's rebounding for some people might not be rebounding for others. For example, right now I feel like I'm ready to meet someone. Even though it's only been a little bit over a week since my ex and I broke up. But that's only because in my circumstance, the breakup was already happening. Like I said earlier on in the video, I already knew it was going to happen. I was already mentally preparing. And I think that's why I'm at a place right now where I could start to slowly start dating again. But if you're heartbroken and devastated and you didn't see this coming and you were blindsided, do not, please don't start dating yet, because you're not ready yet. Just do all the other things, don't start dating yet. Even having sex with someone can bring up a lot of negative emotions and can make you feel even worse about yourself. Step number 10, reflect on the lessons you've learned from this relationship and what needs that person didn't fulfill, because now you have a better understanding of what you need in a partner. And every single relationship that you've ever been in, I guarantee you've learned something from it, whether you realize it or not. So you just need to dig deep, do some journaling, write down, what did you learn from this? What did you get out of this? What do you know better in the future? What could you do differently? What mistakes did you make? Remember, it's not all about what your ex did wrong or your ex is a horrible person. Blah, blah, blah. What do you need to work on to be a better partner? And I think it's so important to really reflect and learn, because otherwise, what was the point of the relationship if you didn't learn anything from it? Okay, and as a little bonus, I just want to say, if you did relapse because of your breakup and you did engage in a problem behavior, even if not drugs or alcohol, it's okay. Dust yourself off and know that tomorrow is a new day. And I know that it's easier said than done, but you know, I didn't relapse, I didn't drink, I didn't do drugs or anything like that, but I did engage in a problem behavior that I hadn't engaged in a while. And I was disappointed in myself about it. But then the next day I realized, you know what? I'm learning from this. I'm moving forward with my life. Like, what's done is done. If you relapsed, then you relapsed. That's it. You can't go back in time. If you engaged in a problem behavior, it's done. But you are not a perfect person. You can make mistakes. It's okay. You don't have to feel like you're starting all over again, because now you have more knowledge about what went wrong, what triggered you. Now you have more awareness, self-awareness, and more lessons that you've learned. So look at it as a good thing. You learned a lesson, and now your resilience is just gonna go up from here. So it's okay, and if you need to message me and I can talk to you, because I love helping people, and that's another thing that is great. To make others feel good makes you feel good too. Also, if you relapsed, you should listen to the song, or if you engaged in self-harm behavior or whatever, listen to the song Accidents Can Happen by 6am, because I love that song and it really helps. And yeah, also some specific resources. I got myself this book it's called A Breakup Because It's Broken, The Smart Girl's Breakup Buddy by Greg Beherdant and Amira I don't know how to say their last names. This book is awesome, especially if you're a girl, and there's exercises in here you can do. This book has been helping me a lot. Then I also got the book Learning How to Heal a Broken Heart by Marvin Scholes. I haven't started it yet, but it looks really good and I'm excited to start reading it. This is extremely cringy. So, I got myself a boyfriend pillow so I can cuddle. One of the things that I love about relationships is cuddling, and I hate sleeping alone. I love to cuddle someone. I love having someone next to me. And guess what? Now I do. So if you go on Amazon, you can type in boyfriend pillow or girlfriend pillow. And they have stuff like this, and then you can just cuddle it. And this guy's always gonna be there for me, and he's not gonna abandon me when I'm sick and in crutches, so that's good. Even though it's cringy as fuck, and if I ever have a guy over to my house again, I'm gonna hide that, because he will probably run away screaming, and I don't blame him. So yeah, these are all the things, resources, tools, support, all the steps that you should be taking if you got your heart broken while sober. You don't need to drink, you don't need to use drugs, it's just gonna make it worse, I guarantee it. This too shall pass. I'm so full of like corny cliche things, but like the reason these are so well known is because they work. Also, I've been practicing saying positive affirmations before I go to bed, and it really helps. So look up positive affirmations on YouTube, and there's guided videos on there, and it will change your world. So yeah, I gotta wrap this video up because I think there's a time limit of like how long the video is supposed to be. I hope this helps someone. Please know that you're not alone. You can get through this sober. You know, shit happens. And sobriety isn't all rainbows and sunshines, and you're gonna have devastating moments. You know, my cat died when I was 3 months sober and I didn't drink. So, like, life goes on, and just let yourself grieve, and please know that you're not alone. You are not alone, and you deserve to not kill yourself every day, to not poison your body. So please remember that, and I hope this helps someone out there. But yeah, as usual, take care of yourself, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.